All right, back. Second and last review of tonight. And this is a new one from Moosehead and their ever steadily producing small batch division. I don't know why I did these dramatic pauses, other than I'm old and my brain doesn't work anymore. So yeah, Vienna Lager from Moosehead, and I really like the minimalist shit their cans have going on now from their small batch series. Hope they just stick to this. This is cool. I like this. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Vienna Lager, classic traditional style. Don't see a lot of them around, or you see them labeled as something else, right? They're not labeled Vienna Lager, even if they're pretty much a Vienna Lager. And what is a Vienna Lager? Pretty much just a toasty, darker lager. It's usually like, copper to brown. It's usually pretty toasty in flavor and aroma, with some caramel flavor, but not necessarily particularly sweet, like a little bit of a sweetness, and really no big hop character at all. Very easy drinking beer, more on the malty side than on the hop side. And they even say this on the can, Bready Toffee. We're always trying something new. So if you enjoy this batch, you'll love what's coming next. Well, not always. You've had a couple duds in your run, but for the most part, Moosehead has not done me wrong. So let's see this. Let's see if this is a good Vienna Lager. I'm always up for a good Vienna Lager. So that's definitely a little lighter in color than. Oh no, it's on the edge, but that's coppery, amber copper. That's pretty much straight up copper. Yeah, what am I saying? And it looks even dark. It looks even darker, like dark copper on the computer screen there. But that's a good color, good head going on there. Looks like an amber, honestly, like almost like a red ale on the screen there. Let's go to aroma. Okay, yep. That is straight up a classic Vienna Lager aroma. Not I'm sure if you actually get it from the place of origin, you find examples there. It's going to be more rich and full and fresh and all that shit. But for something that's made halfway across the world and is canned and sent out for mass production, it ain't bad, man. It ain't fucking bad. You get that sweet toasty grain, that like sort of caramelly toasty grain smell. It's not overly sweet or anything like that. It's just sweet enough. Like toast with a little bit of like some sort of caramel glaze on it or something, like it's kind of what it is. Like a barely sugared, like confectionery of some sort, pastry kind of thing, Right to the taste. Cheers. It's good. Yeah. Pretty light bodied. Get a little bit of sweetness up front from that sort of caramel malt character. And then it's toastiness all the way through, just like biting into a well toasted piece of bread. Just grainy, little bit of bitterness at the end. But that's more the toastiness than anything else. No intrusive hop character to speak of, really, or anything like that, which is right on point for the style. Very drinkable, very good. Vienna Lager is so close to traditional Oktoberfest, too. Traditional Oktoberfest is probably going to be a little bit bigger on the hop character, usually. I think that's kind of the main difference. But, Moosehead could have got away with calling this their Oktoberfest if they wanted to. They really could have. It kind of works for either style. Not much more to say about it other than it's really good. If you've never had a Vienna style lager before, this is a good way to, dip your wick into it a little bit. Get a little taste. Yeah, just pleasant. That's the Vienna lager style. It's like it's one of those lagers you don't have to think about really. It's just, and I know that sounds weird because people drink lagers because they don't want to think about their beer they're drinking. They just want a beer that's drinkable, right? But if you get deep into like lagers, you get like into like really well made pilsners, whether they be like a traditional Czech pilsner or you get a German pilsner or an Italian pilsner or what have you. All the multitude of variations. You can get some like really intense different flavors. You can get some really impressive hop profiles that are like they make the drink more than just slugging back beer enjoyable. You know what I mean? Like there are fine pilsners that you can just sip on, kind of thing, right? And also with all the other traditional lager styles, get all these like dark lagers and the like that have much more flavor complexity and depth than you might expect if all you've drank is just your mass-produced North American dumbing down of that style, right? And there's plenty of good North American lagers too. Don't get me wrong there or anything, but yeah, Vienna Lager it's easy. It's very easy. It's very easy to drink. Paul's saying all I say is a candy cane version of this would be fucking stupid. Oh wait, yeah, the candy cane IPA was fucking stupid. It was drinkable, but it was fucking stupid. But thankfully, this is just a Vienna Lager. There's no candy cane version of it. At least I don't think there is. Is there a candy cane version of a Vienna Lager out there? There probably is, right? Probably North Pole candy cane Christmas Vienna Lager or some bullshit, right? But Vienna Lager is just like Oktoberfest. And the man in the chat right now, Paul Romali, PA Brew News, he is a man well acquainted with Oktoberfest. Holy fuck, is he a well acquainted with the Marzens? But yeah, no, it's an easier style to drink, honestly, than even a Marzen, like a traditional Oktoberfest. Most Oktoberfests now are so dumbed down that it doesn't matter. You can say that for most of those, but Vienna Lager is just so easy. Everything, like there's no big hop profile that you have to worry about. There's not a whole shit lot going on in the malt. It's just like sweeter and toastier, and that's it. It's so easy to drink, and that's kind of what this style is and what it's designed for. And style-wise, Moosehead have knocked it out of the fucking park here. This is easily a 9 for a Vienna Lager. Honestly, I can't really think of a Vienna Lager getting much better other than going straight to the source, going to the home country, baby, and getting one of those. But, and who knows, even maybe half of them might be crap compared to what this is style-wise these days. You never know. Those Germans, they like making their beers for tourists these days. And you never know what you're going to get, maybe, right? But yeah, style-wise, 9. Personal preference, I'll throw an 8. I'd definitely buy this again. I know I'm going to buy this again at least a couple more times before it vanishes from the shelf. As yet again, it's a small batch. It shows up for a few months and then goes away. And get it while you can. It's worth it. If you want to know what a Vienna Lager tastes like, Moosehead's got you covered. All right. Well, I'm going to bid you all adieu. Paul, nice to see you, sir. Hope you have a good night. And hope the rest of you watch eventually have a good night. All like 10 of you or whatever ends up watching this video. As the algorithm continues to crush me and to stifle my presence on YouTube. Cheers.